Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
Set up, 50, plant, 46 to Mike.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Foles. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Inside, 3 is the mic. 53 is the mic. I got you, son. I got you, son. Check the lady.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 37 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now the try here for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. A fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, That's what all the guys are looking for.
Yeah, go, let's go.
Hey, switch gears.
Shift. Let's go.
From the 30 on second down, Foles completes it to Lee. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, 70 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play there, second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Check 53.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Yo, lady. Let's go.
3rd and 2, Darnold. Caught here by Bell. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Go side.
53 is the mic.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Switch.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
Got you, boy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Calais Campbell drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Taking it about the 16. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Foles. He completes it to Westbrook. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Fournette, a first down carry. Fournette, a first down, still going. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 42 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 14-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. This is Bell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, I thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first.
Switch.
Here we go. Here we go, young lady. Young lady. Shoot.
On second and 7, Darnold is going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
53.
On second down and 4, Darnold, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hatchet.
6'6", bullet high.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he's got a moonwalk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Williams. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Calais Campbell on the stop. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
61, match, white. Check 24. Check, go get him.
Darnold on 1st down. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check 24. Check your lady. Check.
Staying open.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got an open man, it's a noon one. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Who that?
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 34-yard line.
We're going to sign.
53 is the mic.
Stay with your man.
Slam.
Yo, lady.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Defense, just get out the field, defense.
Ready?
Check the creeping.
Yo, lady.
Watch the eye.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Gator.
Check 53 is Mike. Watch the run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
53. Come on. Check.
Bravo.
The final shot before break. Fitzgerald escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 45-yard line.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw is Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Calais Campbell able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check. Flag down. Ready.
Five.
And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
57, come on. 57, come on.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Red 80, General West.
Here we go.
Again, it's Bell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
You're outside.
53, Mike.
Red 80.
Whip.
Red 80.
What's the whip? Check 26, check 26.
Darnold on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Josh Allen in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Jaguar 1st down.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
You got time right there. Big air.
Quickstone, Travis. Look, squeeze. Now.
They run with Logan. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. And that's it.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards. The tackle made by A.J. Boyer. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Double dog. That's the way.
Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Bell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Bell. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Kick is right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Bell running on first down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now on second and 13. Foles. And he whips that one incomplete there. DJ Chark, the intended target. But now it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Leonard Williams with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Fitzgerald dancing to his left. Looking long for Westbrook. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and goal. Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's Bell. He will push his way down to about the 14. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think
he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Fitzgerald, and he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Recon, 132 fighter, 10 logo. Just like that. Just like that.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald, and this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
What we got? What we got?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
We're outside.
44, Mike, 44. No chance.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl.